few weeks ago, I went to Elizabeth City, North Carolina for my grandfather's 90th birthday. This is the first trip I had taken in nearly a decade. Oh my goodness gracious. I haven't used this train station in years. I don't remember it being this tiny. And last time I took the train, I used, I went from DC. But this train station, I couldn't wait to get on the train, find a window seat, and watch the scenery go by during the ride. But my trip was not quite as expected.
50 something or 60. Is he older than me? Like, we're the same age. He might be a year older than me, so it's probably his little 60th celebration. But I thought we was the same age, basically. Oh, look.
I found this train in about 2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours.
Oh, thank you.
Let it go.
That's good.
It's been a trek, I'll say that. It's been a trek. I'll speak more freely later.
It's in there.
Almost at the transfer point. Thank you, universe. Oh, Lordy. It's been a journey.
60 hours. Just to stretch my legs. You tripping. Right.
I need to stretch my legs.
I kept saying it to me. I'm like, trying to make me upgrade. I ain't going nowhere. I'm only going to.
Next time we upgrade and get a business class ticket. Lord knows I need it. Finally, I got a window seat. This is gonna be, I can't remember how long this is. I don't think it's too long. But, ooh, a window seat makes a huge rubber difference, I swear. charge my phone. My phone's battery was draining really quickly. YouTube music eats up so much battery power, I swear. And even when I was not playing the music and closing a bunch of apps, it was still draining. Now, my mother was texting me and saying that she could pick me up from here, but I can tell she's not want to. So I'm gonna take a Lyft when my phone is back up to full power, or close to full power. I got to the hotel after 2. Now, in my itinerary, it said check-in wasn't until 4, so I thought I had to sit in the lobby for some time. But check-in was at 2. I better find out when checkout is so I don't end up getting out too late. But anyway, yeah, I've been spraying down stuff, Lysol, disinfectant spray. I've been wiping stuff down with disinfectant wipes. I did not see signs of bed bugs on the bed, thank the universe, but the bedding didn't look clean to me. I saw some stains around the edge. So I want to request new bedding. Oh my God, it's a nice space. It's not the most perfect space, but it'll do for the time being. And they seem very nice. They seemed very nice. The woman at the front desk, she asked me how my day was going. I said, fine, you? She's like, every day is a great day. There seems to be a more relaxed vibe in this area. More relaxed than the DC area, definitely. And I've been commuting since, actually, let me say this. I've been up since 4. I left out around 5 minutes to 6. The bus came around 6:15. I get to the train station. I get to Amtrak around 6:30, 6:40. And I wait. And there was a delay for the train was delayed. By 12 minutes. So it pretty much threw the schedule off. And I felt like I was in a sandwich between a set of loud women and a woman next to me. Oh my goodness gracious. I have to buy business class next time. It'll mean more money, but it'll be worth my sanity. Then from there, it gets to Newport News. And from Newport News, there was a bus, which is about, I think, a half an hour, 40 minutes. And then I went to Norfolk. We got to Norfolk. I went to Norfolk Station to charge my phone. My phone was, I think, 20-something or 30-something% power. My phone drained really badly, and it kept overheating. I had to take the case off and everything. Goodness gracious. When it got charged to enough, I ordered a Lyft, and that was about an hour. And now I'm here. So I've been commuting since 6 in the morning. 6 in the morning, and I ride around 2. So if I sound tired, that's why, folks. I needed to come outside for a moment. I was just feeling so stir crazy in that hotel room. But the thing is, it's supposed to be a surprise. Tomorrow is my grandfather's surprise party, and he's also to know that his grandkids and his great grandkids are going to be in the area. So I have to lay low. And another thing is, this is not really a walkable place, a walkable area. It's very vehicular, so I can't go far. I thought I was going to pass out when I got to that hotel, but oddly enough, when I was cleaning and wiping stuff down, etc., I felt energized. I ordered something from Uber Eats. It's the same guy. The poor guy. He dropped off my food. Then I made a CVS order because my loafers are loose, so I needed the heel backs. So now he's going back to get that. Oh Lord have mercy. Oh goodness gracious. And there's a pool, but one, I can't swim. Two, I don't have a bathing suit. Three, nah, this pool is so grimy. And I don't want to be sitting out in a pool when the scenery is a hotel and a 7-Eleven. I was looking for a path I can walk around the block because I need exercise. I need some steps in today because I only went to the office on Monday, and Tuesday and Wednesday were from home, and I was off Thursday, so I need some steps in. Chauncey's Pawn and Gun. Yeah, I'm not used to being in an area that advertises guns like this or sells guns. Where I stayed in Elizabeth City was not the most walkable environment, but I made do with what I could. And I got my steps in. Thank the universe. I took a quick walk to Montero's, which is the restaurant where we're going to throw the surprise birthday party for my grandfather tomorrow. And it's not a far walk, but I'm dressed down, I'm wearing sneakers. I don't want to do that walk when I'm dressed up wearing dress shoes. So I'm likely going to get a ride from my mother there, even though it's only a 1-minute car ride. But I needed some exercise. I needed to get a few steps in. My Fitbit buzzed. I got my steps. Thank the universe. Whoa. It is so, I won't say so quiet, but compared to where I usually live, this is quiet. I heard someone coughing in another unit, and I heard someone talking when I was taking a shower, but other than that, I would say it's 95% quiet. This is a huge improvement. And one another thing, I do not smell cigarettes or weed. Thank the universe. That's because before I left out this morning, when I was doing my daily journaling, I smelled strong weed. So to be in this hotel for the next few days and to not smell cigarettes or weed, it's amazing. And though I think it's only 9 at this point, or somewhere around 9 o'clock. And look, it's almost 9. It's almost 9. It feels like midnight, and I usually go to bed really late. But because I've been up since 4, I'm likely going to go to bed not too long after. I just did a meditation. I had my legs in lotus position. Well, close to lotus position. I could never get my legs folded like that. That was progress. I don't know where that came from. I'm likely going to watch today's recording of Beyond the Gates, and then I'm going to call it a night. Now, I'm sitting on these disposable sheets. I'm on top of this. I had to climb into the bed. Like, I had to, that's why I need a footstool to get on the bed or a step stool to get on the bed. It's very tall. But the only thing is, if I wish it were my bed. I mean, it's weird sleeping in a hotel bed. I haven't gone anywhere in 10 years. This is my first time going out of town in a decade. Last time I went out of town was a weekend retreat in the Catskills. And I had to share a room with 2 other women who were very nice, very nice. But yeah, like having to sleep in a strange bed, that's it's always an adjustment. But it's bigger than my bed. My bed, I think my bed is full. This is a king size bed. But I have these disposable sheets on because I'm not sleeping on sheets that other people have been using. And they changed the sheets earlier because I mentioned the stain that's on the stain I saw on the sheets. As long as I have these disposable sheets on under me, I'll be okay. I didn't think I'd ever do a video of me in a bonnet. But this is a cute bonnet. I like how it matches these pajamas. I got a new pair of pajamas, or so I thought. I ordered this cute red pair with white flowers on it from JCPenney. And then only the top came. So I'm looking at this. I said, they fat the pants. And then I looked at my order. I only ordered the top. So yeah, I'll have to get the pants another day if they still have them. But yeah. So this pair that I previously got from them, I'm wearing, and they match this bonnet that I got from TJ Maxx. The pink matches. I have a bonnet from Lot Crush, but I didn't want to bring my good bonnet to a hotel. And if anything gets damaged, or if I forget anything or lose anything, I'm not worried about it. But I want to leave my good stuff at home and bring other stuff here. But yeah, I'm rambling at this point. I've been up since 4 people, and now it's after 9. I need sleep. I did not sleep well. I went to bed a little after midnight, and I could not stay asleep if my life depended on it. Oh my God, people. I was waking up maybe every half an hour. I was tossing and turning. I had tried doing box breathing, 4 in, hold for 4, 4 out, hold for 4. And I was doing 5, 7, 8 breathing, in for 5, hold for 7, out for 8. I was doing anything I could to try to get myself to stay asleep, and it didn't work. I don't think I was asleep for good until around 5. And I woke up. It was so dark in here because they have some really good blackout curtains. But it was 9 in the morning. And the continental breakfast is from I think 5:30 in the morning to 9:30 in the morning. I was not getting up at 5:30 in the morning. I did not. I had no intention of getting up that early. I had some microwavable Bob's red mill because I'm trying to eat close to what I eat when I'm at home. So I had that for breakfast. It's not the same as when I make it at home with cinnamon and cardamom and slices of banana, flax seeds, chia seeds, and some sugar-free Greek vanilla yogurt. But it'll do for the time being. It's just for the weekend. But it was very quiet when I slept. I barely heard anything. It's such a 180 from when I'm living at home and dealing with all sorts of noise every which way, and a bunch of loitering losers hang out my bedroom window at 4 in the morning smoking weed. And speaking of that, I did not smell any cigarette smoke or weed either. The air is breathable. Oh, good. I brought an extra outfit for today because I didn't want to wear the dressier outfit all day, but I'm likely not going anywhere until it's time to go to my grandfather's party. Where am I going to go? Where am I going to go? There's nowhere I can really go because, as I said, it's not walkable. It's for vehicles only. And I was thinking about how I may be a homebody. I don't go out much, which my mother reminded me. You don't go anywhere. Lord have mercy. But I still like having freedom of movement and access to things. And while I'm here, there's only so much I can do. I like walking. I like being able to catch a bus. I mean, I don't like taking the bus, but I'll take the bus. I don't drive much. I have a license, but I don't drive much. Or taking metro or to get wherever I need to go, or having everything I need easily accessible to me from, by my own 2 feet. But and like having to I didn't even mention get into my Amtrak trip yesterday. Oh goodness gracious. It was so crowded when I boarded because I don't think my stop was not the first stop. My stop was in the middle of the route. I think it was coming from New York City. So it was pretty full. And I was looking for an emptier train car with a window seat. And then there's a guy. And I'd seen him at the train station. He seemed to have a snippy attitude. And I was not going to cross this guy. And I was telling him, "You can walk past me, sir. Squeeze past me." He's like, "No, there's nowhere else to go. There's not." He said, "Where are you trying to go, ma'am?" I said, "I'm trying to find a train car that is emptier." He says, "Nowhere else to go, ma'am. It's business class after this one, ma'am." Dag. So I sat next to this woman who was talking on her phone. She was talking about losing her job and this and that. And then there's these two women across the aisle from me who were chit-chatting, gossiping about everybody. And the one woman near the end of the trip, oh, I could turn in a moment. And a few seats forward and to the left was this white woman with her 3 rambunctious boys. And then diagonally across from me was a white woman with her laptop doing all the things that reminded me of work. And I don't want to think about work when I'm not at work. Outlook, Teams, I'm not Teams. Oh, Teams has been in my existence. PowerPoint, Word. And one time she left her laptop unlocked when she went elsewhere for a moment. All the jobs I've had, they have stressed, lock your computer if you're not using it, if you're stepped away from your desk, or in her case, stepped away from her seat on the train. But she did not. Well, you're more trusting than I am because I constantly lock my stuff up. But anyway, I digress. So I'm thinking, and some people had FaceTime calls too on the train. Goodness. But I was thinking, I can't be polite. I can't be nice here. If they're going to be rude, I'll be rude back. So I did Duolingo lessons loud on my phone. If you're going to be loud, I might as well join in and be loud with you. So I was doing Duolingo and saying the words out loud, the French sentences and the Spanish sentences. And the woman next to me ended her call. I gotta go. I love you. Bye. I'm thinking, man, yes. And the women across from me, they stopped talking for a moment. And then the woman next to me fell asleep, leaning against the window. I could not get a good window. Oh, I couldn't get any good views from the window because of that. And I couldn't record either because she was like head leaning against the window. And then when she woke up again, she sat like facing forward, so she blocked the window completely. I think she snuck and took a photo of me because I heard her camera go off. Well, people wonder why I wear a mask. Anonymity is one of those reasons. So you see me popping over her social media things, that's, oh well. But, and an older woman got on in front of me. I can't remember which stop she boarded at. Elderly, looked like she was maybe in her 80s. She was hunched over using a walker. And one of the men walking through the train, one of the Amtrak employees, I didn't like he called her sweetie and honey. That woman is older than you. Show her some respect. Sweetie, honey. I'll let you walk. Okay, you sit down, okay? Yeah, I'm. That's why I'm dreading about becoming old. Because some people look down on old people. Oh, they're so cute. That's so patronizing. Those people have lived long, full lives, so treat them with respect. But anyway, what was I saying? The woman with the 3 rambunctious boys, finally, they exit. I think they exited at Williamsburg. And I thought, oh, free seats to the window. But they trashed those seats. I saw a bunch of dirty napkins in those seats. And the older woman who's sitting in front of me, she wanted to sit there. Ooh, I'm not sitting in someone else's filth. Ooh, no. And the woman, one of the women who was across the aisle from me, she got up. She's wearing a tight, form-fitting, long-sleeved black dress. And she starts dusting herself off with her napkin. And the napkin doesn't start flying on me, so I start dusting myself off. Oh my God, people, oh my God. And then the announcer says that we're heading towards Newport News, which is my, the last stop where I had to transfer to a bus. And the woman says, Newport News, that's where I want to be. I'm thinking, and I said aloud, that's nice. And then she starts singing off key and out of tune. All I really want is to be happy. So do I, but I'm not happy on this train. And usually I will get the quiet car whenever I can, but the train was nearly full, so I had no choice but to sit wherever it was available. I think those women, they heard me doing my recordings on the train, and I think one of them said, she needs to get right in her spirit. Sure, whatever. But yeah, when they said that we were pulling up to Newport News and everyone started getting their bags. Oh, I didn't mention earlier. Excuse me. When I boarded, I was trying to play Wonder Woman and get the bag up, my suitcase up there myself. My luggage up there myself. It was just too heavy. And there's a white man. He said, "Do you need help, ma'am?" And I'm ignoring him because I'm in my stubborn, I can do this myself, I don't need any help mode. But when I realized I could not get it up there myself, I said yes. I accepted his help. So when getting to Newport News, I tried again. I thought I could pull it off myself. Nope, it's just too daggone heavy. And I said aloud, I didn't ask anybody for help, but I said aloud, I'm going to need assistance with this. So this young black man, he pointed, he said, I said yes. And he helped me get it down. And I appreciated that. I've got to learn how to ask for help more. It's just, I don't like being seen as weak. I don't like being seen as incompetent. I don't like being seen as needy. And it's something I still struggle with. I've done videos about it. It's something I still struggle with to this day. But when he helped me get my bag down, and they're approaching Newport News, I start walking towards the exit because I didn't want to sit near those women anymore. Oh my goodness, never again. Well, hopefully, because I'm going from Norfolk tomorrow. I think Norfolk is at the beginning of the route this time. So I'll have better luck finding a window seat. And hopefully one in the quiet car is available. But the quiet car doesn't guarantee quiet either. Oh my God. When I last took Amtrak a decade ago, I took it from Union Station, DC to Penn Station, New York. And then from New York, I transferred and got off at Hudson. So I was coming back from a weekend peace retreat. And I was in a Zen mood because I was around such peace and calm. And I sat behind, I was in the quiet car going back, and I sat behind these white adults and their kids. And the white woman, oh my God, this is the quiet car. Shh, shh, shh. And normally kids are ones being loud and silly, but the kids were well behaved. She was one being loud and silly, and she and her husband kept guzzling down wine. Oh my God. And then she tried to bring me into it. She said, "You two need to be quiet because if not, the lady behind me is going to be very mad at you." And I was just too zen to say anything. But if I weren't, I would say, "Keep my name out of your mouth, lady." But anyway, people just don't know how to act. Like I was saying, they were using having loud phone conversations, speakerphone conversations, FaceTimes, talking loudly to each other on the train. Goodness, people don't have any decorum anymore, I swear. Excuse me. They don't. They really don't. But going from Newport News to Newark was to Norfolk, pardon me, not Newark, that's New Jersey, was much easier. I got a window seat, I could see the scenery, and it really helped my mood. I really need that. And because no one sat next to me, I could put I had my snack bag, I had a bag with water and some granola bars in it. So I put that next to me. And the luggage was easier this time. The bus operator helped me with that. Older black woman, nice, professional, had her hair in these in silver crinkles. excuse me, and the luggage went under the bus. And other times I had no problem with the luggage. Get to Norfolk. My phone is nearly dead because YouTube Music drains the battery life. Oh my God. And it was also saying I was running out of storage space. I need the storage space. I had no choice but to delete some apps and delete some things that have been sitting on my phone forever. And I'm sitting there charging my phone. My phone is charging very slowly. And this fool got dirty dreadlocks, sagging skinny jeans, so his dirty drawers are hanging out of his butt is showing. He's walking back and forth. Sometimes it appeared he wasn't talking to me at all. He's rambling, cursing. Every other word out of his mouth was bitch, N-word ending in A, F this, F that. And he came close to me. I think he was going to sit next to me. And if he did, I was going to get up and move. I don't want to be around his butt. I didn't need that negativity. But luckily, he ended up leaving the station. Thank the universe. Goodness. Oh, my God. And then I ordered a Lyft. And the driver looked like, you know, he... and he had, you know, he looked, you know... I'm trying to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Diplomatic about what I say. Let's just say I'm in the south, from further south, I'm going further south, and he had a pickup truck with a "Don't Tread on Me" license plate. And he looked like, And I was thinking about sending sharing my trip with my mother, because she'd freak out. But then his truck came, and I said, universe, please let me get through this in one piece. I just didn't want to freak that woman out. And she probably will freak out if she watches this. And he was a very sweet man. I don't know what his political beliefs are. I don't know. I don't want to know. But he seemed very nice and sweet, at least to me. Very pleasant. Very pleasant. And he got me to my destination safely. So that's that. And I checked in here, and I'm spraying down everything, wiping things down. My itinerary said I didn't check until 4. So I go there, I say I'm early, but it's actually late because it's after 2, and check-in was at 2. So why is it saying 4? Anyway. I'm spraying stuff, and I'm wiping stuff down, and trying to get things clean enough for me to deal with for the next few days. And it's all, as I mentioned earlier, it's probably the reason why I struggle with sleep, because I'm sleeping on these disposable sheets, which it feels like the doctor's office. And the bed is high. I have to climb up onto the bed. What else was I about to say? And it's firmer than I like. It's firmer than I like. So yeah. But all said, even though I'm not comfortable, I'm not in my own element, and I have to give up a few of my comforts for this weekend, I'd rather do that and appear at my grandfather's surprise party and make him happy instead of me staying at home because I don't want to do it. I'd rather go to I want to see my grandfather, the look on his face when he sees all of his family and his friends waiting for him to celebrate him. And if that means giving up my creature comforts, giving up my routine, giving up my habits for a weekend, so be it. So let me stop recording this and let me start to get ready to head out. I mean, it's still early. I don't have to, let me see. What time does it say? It says 2:30, so I got a little more time left. Don't want to start getting ready for maybe another hour or so at the earliest. But yeah. Yeah. To quote the monks, the Buddhist monks who went on the walk, today will be my peaceful day. While the goings on at my grandfather's birthday party will remain between family and close friends, here's a sneak peek. It's been such a great birthday celebration. He was really touched. He was really moved by the experience. He wasn't expecting it. It's a really nice place, good service. There's a great turnout right now, and yeah, I need to step outside for air for a minute because I'm very introverted. I'm in my head a lot, but I'm enjoying the experience. And as I said earlier, even though I've given up a lot of my weekend routine, staying inside in my bed, doing my thing at home, it was worth it. It was so worth it to come out this way. I'm glad I did. I'm back from my grandfather's birthday celebration. What an experience, people. There was such an outpouring of love and admiration and respect, and it was amazing to see. And it was also a reminder that I need to talk to people more. Because I'm in my head a lot, and I become such a homebody and such a hermit. And there's a lot about my grandfather I didn't know. And there's so many things I still want to learn, especially while he's still here on this earth. I definitely want to talk to him more. I need to talk to a lot of my relatives more. And yeah, I ended up speaking at the event. I was not ready to speak, but I felt I had to say something, and I just listened to what I said because I was in the zone. Words are coming out of my mouth, but I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did. I've got a long journey tomorrow, people. In my Lyft, I scheduled a Lyft to come at 11. Someone accepted it. He's got 5 stars, so knock on wood, he actually shows up because I've heard that scheduled lifts can be iffy. Please don't let me miss my train. It's an hour ride from here. Then it'll get me to the train station an hour early. The train leaves at 1. And then from there, it's going to be a 4 or so hour ride. No bus transfer this time. And then I'm going to get back home. And I have to wait for the city bus. And it's a Sunday. Buses are slower. And I'll probably do laundry when I get back because I want to get all the hotel germs off my clothes. Lord have mercy. I wish I had a washer and dryer unit, folks, but you know, it is what it is. One day. I'm so glad. I saw relatives I have not seen in years. I believe some extended relatives came too. Ones that are very distant that I'm not too familiar with. I didn't speak with them, but some of them spoke, and it was as I said, it's a very amazing journey. If I sound very low, it's not because I'm sad. I'm in a very good mood. I'm tired. And as I said earlier, I did not sleep well today. And I went to bed really early. It's just that sleeping in a foreign place I'm unfamiliar with, on a bed that's not mine, on disposable sheets that feel like the hospital bed coverings. Yeah. Hopefully I can sleep better tonight. Had a long day, folks. And as I said, even though I'm normally at home on Saturdays, I'm not doing it, and on the weekends, I'm not doing anything on the weekends. I'm usually in my robe, staring at my phone, watching shows I recorded, trying to write, trying to improve myself and do things with myself. But, you know, taking things one day at a time. But I'm very glad that I broke my routine. Not only left the apartment, left the state. Left the state. I want something to commemorate that I was in North Carolina. Thought about getting one of those goofy tourist shirts, but I'm not gonna have time. There aren't too many places around here. I may get a scratch off, a North Carolina scratch off, and if it's a loser, there's my memento. Anyway, I'm rambling right now. Time for me to call it a night and to de-glamify myself. Yes, it's a made-up word. Take care, folks. Have a good night. I will check in with more later. Today's the day I head back home. Did I sleep better? Hell no. Still tossed and turned. Still struggled to fall asleep. And ended up getting up before the alarm. But I'll be back in my own bed soon. Soon means half a day. Longer than half a day, actually. But I'll live. It was worth it coming out this way to see my grandfather. He was in tears yesterday. He was really moved by the whole experience. He was so happy to see the majority of his grandkids and a lot of his great grandkids, and yeah. So let me start getting ready to prepare to go back home. My Lyft is on its way. I checked out a few minutes ago. Thank the universe, and he's coming early. I was so worried because I need to stop looking up stuff on Reddit. Because anytime I look up stuff on Reddit, all I hear is horror stories. People talking about scheduled Lyft rides, they get canceled last minute. But he's showing up early, and hopefully he comes soon because it's freezing out here. Get this. I wait for the elevator. It comes. I go in. So it opened. When it opened, I went because my head is in clouds. I thought it was on the first floor. No, it was fourth floor. And I said, oops, wrong floor, I need to go back in. So the man was getting in on the fourth floor. He was saying, you thought this was the first floor? He starts laughing. So instead of getting offended, I said, dude, it's early, I'm tired. And we just laughed it off. And I said, it is what it is. But let me be careful with my battery power, because I'm not sure I'll get to an outlet anytime soon. But I'm on my way home, folks. Peace. Station. Slowly on my way home. My train doesn't come for about an hour or so. My Lyft driver, he said, oh, that's early, when I told him what time the train's supposed to leave. I said I'd rather be early than late. And he was very chatty. He's pointing out random places that we drove by. There's a burnt out house. I believe that was in Chesapeake. He said it used to be $1 million, it's worth $1 million, and it had a big RV too, and he thinks it was arson because there's a fire department down the street from it. Whew. Lord have mercy, but still have a long journey ahead, folks, so I'll check in later. I'm boarded the train. They started boarding half an hour before it started to depart. I'm not in a quiet car, but I'll leave. I got my window seats. I'm next to an outlet so I can keep my phone charged. It's all good. So the guy checking tickets called me babe. So I actually had my phone covering the barcode when he was looking at my ticket, scanning my ticket. And I said, did you call me babe? So, oh, I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean that. No offense, blah, blah, blah. You got to remember, don't talk to women like you're familiar with them. It's miss or ma'am. But anyway, I got my headphones on. My phone is going to stay charged the whole time. It's all good. And I just realized, as I was about to play back the video I previously made, and I just realized that my headphones were off. So I was listening to music in the waiting area the whole time, thinking it was on through my headphones, but it was blasting. I swear I've been having too many off moments this whole trip. I cannot wait to get back home. Now we're sitting here. So I hope this train doesn't get too delayed. I was really looking forward to getting home. We'll see. I'll check in with y'all later. I found out what happened. They finally made an announcement. We're sitting on the tracks because there's another train at Richmond Stickles Mill Station. So we have to wait for that train to clear and then we can proceed. It was too good to be true. We started out on time and everything was going smoothly. But now we're delayed.
55 miles.
I'm not saying I want to go back to my crappy apartment, but I want to be home, if that makes sense.
Petersburg is the longest part one.
I want familiar surroundings again. In due time, folks. I'll check in again later. trip has been better than the trip there. The trip there was stressful. Oh my God. I'm so happy to be almost home. Metro station. I'm about 5 minutes away at this point. Oh my goodness gracious. I am so happy to be so close to home now. Half-hour delay on Amtrak due to having to wait for a train to clear the area at Richmond. But I am so glad. I'm probably about half an hour away from home now. Almost there, almost there. Oh my goodness gracious. Home, sweet crappy home. This place is raggedy as hell, but it's home. at least for now. People, I got in a few minutes ago, and let me tell you, folks, I am tired. Woo! I give up my routine of rest and relaxation on the weekend to go to North Carolina for my grandfather's 90th birthday celebration, and it was worth it. It was worth it seeing the look on his face when he walked into the restaurant venue and saw all his family and friends. It was worth it. But I cannot emphasize how tired I am. I have been up since 7 today. Another restless night of not getting much sleep. And I started going back home around 11, took a Lyft to Amtrak. Then Amtrak was supposed to be a 4-hour ride, but we got delayed in Richmond because there was another train on the track that had to clear the area. So that caused a half-hour delay. So I didn't get back to my neck of the woods until around like 20 minutes to 6. And by the time I got back home, it was quarter after 6. So as I said, being tired is an understatement right now. But I'm so glad to be back in familiar territory that has public transportation, where I can get around on my own, don't have to rely on Lyft or family for rides. But all said, it was worth it. It was really worth it seeing the look on my grandfather's face when he saw how many people who were there who love and care about him. And I'm glad I made it out. Very glad I did.
Though my travel to and from Elizabeth City was not perfect, it was worth the trip. And I'm already planning my next trip. Stay tuned. If you have liked this video and you want to hear more from me, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.